ever pondered the intricacies of an alien abduction test? Sit tight, because today we're diving into the cosmic conundrum of one such event, starring a young alien named Stu and the ever-sleepy Humpty Dumpty. It all begins inside a spacecraft where Stu, under the scrutiny of his examiner, a gelatinous blob named Mr. B, is about to navigate the labyrinth of thousands of identical, unlabeled toggle switches. The goal? To deftly whisk away a slumbering Humpty Dumpty from his cozy quarters. But alas, things don't go as planned. Stu's hesitant flicks of the switches lead to a series of missteps, causing the sleeping Humpty Dumpty to ricochet off the walls and ceiling. It's a chaos that would have jolted anyone awake, but not our Humpty. He remains blissfully unaware, even as he bounces around the room like a pinball, knocking over the furniture in a haphazard dance. Frustration sweeps over Stu as he desperately swipes at the array. Finally, after a quick glance at his notes, he manages to guide Humpty out the window and up into the ship. But in the heat of the moment, he forgets to close the cargo hatch before shutting off the tractor beam. This results in Humpty plummeting towards the ground, a disaster narrowly averted by the quick-thinking Mr. B who takes over the controls. The aftermath leaves Stu distraught, on the brink of tears. His hopes of a successful test are dashed. In a surprising turn of events, Mr. B, ever impassive, allows him to launch the spaceship for the trip home. Stu's spirits lift ever so slightly as he grabs the steering yoke and begins to maneuver. But the joy is short-lived as the ship crashes into the ground, reducing Humpty's house to a pile of rubble. As the ship lifts off, leaving nothing but a crater and a pillar of dirt in its wake, we see the still sleeping Humpty atop the pillar, blissfully unaware of the chaos that has unfolded around him. The tale ends with the familiar sound of Humpty's alarm clock, followed by his yawn, a great fall and a scream, hinting at an untimely tumble into the crater. Despite his best efforts, Stu's test ends in disaster, leaving Humpty's house in ruins. It's a tale of trial and error, of frustration and perseverance, and a reminder that even in the vastness of space, the simplest tasks can sometimes be the most daunting.